Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Danny Dan blog. I'm on this side of the road in Pelzer, South Carolina, very near where werewolves were seen on the banks of the Saluda River not too long ago in one of my videos. As you can see, there goes several people passing by me wondering what I'm doing on the side of the road. Right down there across the street. Yes, this woods go all the way to the river. Right here is the beginning of a place called Crescent Hill here in Pelzer, South Carolina. Wow, there's a lot of traffic on this busy little road, which is why it's surprising to me that right where I'm standing, a young man who was here earlier showing me this spot said he saw a large hairy creature cross the road right here in this spot, right in front of his truck. He works for a moving company. So this happened unfortunately earlier this morning around 9 o'clock. Of course, it's around 3 in the afternoon now, and I'm just now getting to the area to do the investigation because I did not hear about it till about an hour ago, as several cars passed me by here on this small road that I will leave unnamed, as pointing people to the areas where sightings are has tended to cause a problem for me with the local law enforcement. So as soon as the traffic dies down, I'll stick my ass up in there and I'll head towards a trail right here that apparently that creature took. So it's gonna make it real easy to find some tracks. Hold on, YouTube. Okay, YouTube, I'm off away from the road. I didn't want a lot of people seeing me heading up in this area on this investigation. The last thing I need is a game warden or something like that giving me trouble while I'm in the woods here in South Carolina. I'm on what's called the old Crescent Hill Trail. It leads up to Crescent Hill, located behind them old Sky City stores I showed you in earlier videos. I've never been this far down on video before. It's the first time I've had a sighting from that road. So I'm excited to be here. As you know, the Daily Dan loves making videos in new areas. I should try to keep my voice down, even though this sighting is probably a good 8 hours old now. Unfortunately, I should try to keep my voice down because something should or could still be here, possibly in this area. I found a unique thing here on the trail. If you look real close, it looks like something stepped down here and left a toe print up there. It's very vague, though I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not. Excuse me, YouTube. Really about the best thing I can expect to get out of these videos I'm about to make is maybe some footprints, luckily maybe some hair evidence, something along them lines. Like I said, I'm not really expecting Sasquatch to walk across the road in front of me right here, with this sighting being 8 hours old. That's a peculiar pile of stuff to find in the woods. Old pallets. And other assorted junk. But let's head on up. And for nothing else, I'll give you a long walk through a beautiful look at Crescent Hill Trail. It goes from that old road I showed you all the way up to the old Sky City stores in the heart of West Pelzer, South Carolina. I think it was last year I did a video where this, I thought I heard something. I did this video where this guy in a tree stand said he saw a Bigfoot walk behind her. That was very near here, up on Crescent Hill, where I'm heading now in this video. I haven't walked this entire trail since I was a teenager, and I hadn't been down on this part of the trail in a very long time. I don't want to go off trail too much, but I can tell right here that something's using this pathway up in these woods to go. If I go off trail, it'll be maybe hard to find my way back to the trail. I don't know if whatever I'm following stuck to the trail or not. Maybe it went off trail. I'll look for fresh signs to the side of the trail. But hard as the ground is, and it ain't rained in a few days, it's very dry. And when it's very dry like this, I'm not leaving a mark. I weigh 298 pounds now. And thanks to Matt Trusty, Keto, and Wrestling Channel, I have went from 336 pounds down to 298. Big shout out to Matt Trusty. Thanks for the help with my diet. Hadn't told on Matt yet, but when he went on this keto challenge thing to be full-blown keto for a few weeks, for a whole month, I did the same thing. Have eliminated anything like that. Bad for you stuffed sugar foods from my diet. And I'm doing a lot more stuff like this as I find myself deep in the woods, a few miles below Crescent Hill, on the old Crescent Hill Trail, getting deeper and deeper into the woods. And there goes somebody's bloomers. There's a pair of panties hanging in that damn tree. At least they're not covered in blood. Well, about time for Daddy Dan to fire the old cigar up. Gotta have a cigar when you're squatching. Hey, Daddy Dan, remember to drink too. I'm on fire today. Here's another one of them places on the side of this trail right here where you can tell something bears off. I see no fresh breaks or no fresh leaves down. But as you can see, there's a trail that veers off through the woods that way. The place I'm in is probably 3 or 4 square miles of straight woods. When you leave that road I was on and hit this trail, to each side of me, to my right and to my left, 2.5 to 3 miles each way of pure woods. This way you might run in about a half mile, maybe some houses, but then there's woods right behind that. And up through here to my left is a lot further. It's a lot further than anything like structures. There's a field up there about a mile away. I've been there once, but I didn't make a video. Hold on, YouTube. Sorry about that, YouTube. I had to take a drink. I was getting a little thirsty. Oh, I just come from this area right here. Still got some residual from the rain 3 or 4 days ago left in it. That was a bad rain we had. I bet this whole thing used to be a puddle. I'm checking out the side for any strange footprints, but I see maybe a tire mark or something. But over into it, I do see a strange tread track right there. That's weird. But I'm not seeing nothing I would say was a Bigfoot or a dogman footprint in here. If you see anything, be sure to let me know in the comments below, as I always say. I hope you're enjoying my video. If nothing else, I'll call it Crescent Hill Investigation Nature Fucking Walk. When I was taking a drink, I heard like a loud pop off in the woods somewhere. That could have been anything. This is one of the most interesting places I've ever been in. I've never put this on video before, this area that I'm in now. Oh, look how far it is now. It's a good 100 yards down there to the trail even turns. This is where it goes sideways. I remember this from my youth. Like I said, back in the 80s, I took this trail quite regularly. I don't know when it was carved out. It originally became, when my grandpa was a kid, he said he took it. It was the way you traveled from Pelzer up to West Pelzer, the back way. You'd run into people on this trail. In the 80s, I run into several people down here smoking weed and drinking, mostly teenagers, who'd use this trail to go back and forth between Pelzer and West Pelzer. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but a large rock just landed very close to me. Did you see that, you two? It fell from the tree. It scared squirrels out of the tree and made them jump and run. And a fucking large rock just landed in them trees. I swear to God. Wow. So this is Danny Staten on Day Damn Blog. Be sure to miss my part 2, where a truck just fell from the fucking sky and hit in front of me. I hope I got that on camera. And that's a good place to end, because I want this next one to be a long video if something shows up. And I'm starting to see what I thought was a shape of shadow over that way too. Okay, be sure to join me on the next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for daily Dan. Things getting deep here in West Pelzer. Bet you can't wait till the next video comes out, can you? Blog over.